Ben, what was the feelings after the defeat on the weekend?
Obviously a lot of disappointment. Wanted to get our campaign off to a win away from home, but look, on the positive side, at least we got 2 points. When I first came here, I'm not sure we would have, to be honest. I think that might have gotten away from us, so disappointments and learnings, but we'll take all the points we can away from home.
What were the big positives? You said, hold on, getting those 2 points and kind of rescuing something from the game. Was that the most positive thing to take out of that?
Yeah, I think so. Away from home, we knew it wasn't going to be difficult. They're a team that's building a lot. The last season too, they've really improved, and I'm sure they're looking at a big season this season. So we knew it was going to be tough going over there, and we got what we expected.
How positive is it now getting to come back home? And as you say, home results are absolutely massive in this league.
Yeah, absolutely, and we love playing in front of the Hive. Again, come back to when I first joined the club, we weren't really consistently selling it out. We were getting good crowds, but I think we're on track for a sellout this weekend. Hopefully we get it. We're probably going to look to sell out all our home games this season, so massively excited to get back on track here.
Yeah. How significant is it for you to get that start the season after it must have been a tricky campaign last year?
Yeah, bits of ups and downs with injuries and things like that. So I was just delighted to get back out there. Had a lot of fun out there, getting 80 minutes under my belt, and I'm just looking to get better and better each week now. And like I say, looking forward to playing in front of our home crowd.
How frustrating, particularly the injuries, because it seemed to really hamper you in terms of really being able to get that run in the team, which I imagine, particularly as a 10, you really kind of need.
A few niggles, but I think that was my 6th season of professional rugby, and it was kind of the first time I was really stuck with injuries. So touch wood, I'm over it, and hopefully we can crack on with the season and get a good run this season.
Just, a few new faces in that back line, a few new guys. How quickly do you feel like you can gel? How much do you enjoy as a 10 kind of bringing together a new unit like that?
Well, it's hard to put a timeline on when it'll gel. I think we're in a good place. A lot of good learnings came out of the weekend. It's tough to learn those things that way with a loss, but we have to look at the positives out of that, and the positives are that there's things that we need to improve, and we know we need to do better as a backline. So hopefully we learn that by this weekend, and we have some world-class X-factor in the back line, and I love putting my thinking cap on along with Scotty and Sean and the other 9s and 10s and seeing how we can unlock them, given who we're playing at the weekend. Super excited to get another run out with the boys.
As a 10, is it particularly important to get a consistent run out of games to kind of get back into your groove? Do you find that?
Yeah, I would. Every position needs a lot of game time, but I find probably halfbacks in particular need game time. When you're in the academy and coming through a front row, you need experience scrummaging, or a back row you might need to spend a few months in the gym, put on a bit of size. I find with halfbacks it's just about ploughing as much game time as possible, and I'm lucky I'm able to lean on a little bit of experience at this time in my career, but having one game under my belt definitely fills me with more confidence this weekend.
With kind of not playing last season, do you feel that experience has helped dealing with setbacks in a way you might not have earlier in your career?
Yeah, 100%. There's no algorithm you can put together for experience. It takes a bit of time, and I would say, like I said, I think I could be wrong. I think this is my 6th or 7th year in pro rugby, so I think I'm in a good place to handle things that are thrown at me. Last season was probably a first for me, and the way niggles came and ups and downs, but I'm better for it now.
You're better for it now. Did Sean ask you to do anything different stylistically or in terms of the way you play to kind of work your way back into his plans?
No, he tells me to lean in on my strengths, and he always tells me that's why I pick you. So what I like about Sean and Scotty, from an attack and how we want to play standpoint, is to make it very, very simple for me, and each week we try and simplify the game plan as to what we think will win the game, and each person has a role within that, and my role each week is made pretty clear to me, and made as simple as possible. So it gives me a lot of confidence, clarity, and then freedom to go express myself.
in terms of having, you mentioned that X factor, kind of Duan on the wings and potentially Darcy coming back, do you feel that the game plan needs more to get them involved, or is it just continuing in the way of like persevering with a forward-driven approach as you did against Zebre?
I wouldn't say Zebre was a forward-driven approach. We know in order to beat teams in the URC you need to have a balanced way of playing, whether it be attack, kicking game. I suppose we struggled to get into Zebre's 22 as many times as we would have, and as a result we didn't get the ball in the parts of the pitch where we wanted to get through multi-phase attack, and as a result maybe our back three got limited time in the ball in phase play. Having said that, we got turnover and counter-attack where they got multiple touches of the ball. So look, it's only round one, and I know you can paint a picture from that and say they didn't touch the ball enough, but each game is different. Each game is going to require a different way of playing and different people to do different jobs. So I wouldn't read too much into it. Look, we know we want to get their hands on the ball going forward, and hopefully we do this weekend.